Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT February 28th, 2018 review. This show is pretty okay, to be quite frank with you. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of build-up or anything going on except for finding out who may be challenging the NXT World Champion, and it seems to be Aleister Black with another person from Sanity trying to compete for that number one contendership shot. I believe those two are going to compete before NXT TakeOver New Orleans, and then Aleister Black's going to win the title at New Orleans. The reason why I say that, and it's real simple, the reason why Aleister Black needs to win this title is because Ciampa needs to become the next NXT World Champion to help infuriate Johnny Gargano so much at the fact that Ciampa managed to become World Heavyweight Champion. He's praising himself, saying that Johnny Gargano couldn't do it, but he did in one attempt. He actually cheats to beat Aleister Black, and so on and so forth. Maybe finally introduce Johnny Gargano back to NXT television after he defends the title against Aleister Black on an NXT episode. I think at that point it will get Johnny Gargano back onto WWE programming. He could make several attempts into the arena to attack Ciampa, and then finally William Regal says, you know what? Look, you want to shot back into WWE? Here's what you got to do. You got to beat Andre Cien Almas for number one contendership. If you beat him, you get your job back, and you get a shot at the World Heavyweight title. You got screwed over by Ciampa. You deserve a shot, and you deserve to earn your way back into the NXT. If you can beat the man that you have lost 4 times to, you'll go ahead and face him for the NXT World title. If you lose, Almas gets his rematch against Ciampa for the World title, and you stay gone for good. You can't come back to WWE, NXT, none of that. It's over. Your career will be over and done with for good. So, you have Johnny Gargano face Almas for the number one contendership, have him beat him, and they face each other at Brooklyn in August of 2018. That is what needs to happen. That's the perfect setup. Johnny Gargano gets his win. He gets the world title. He gets everything back. He finally gets a win over Almas, and he gets the world title from Ciampa and defeats his rival after all the time he's been getting screwed over from Ciampa to begin with. That is the perfect setup. This is the perfect thing to do. I think that would be the best way to get Johnny Gargano back into WWE NXT. Plus also he avenges his loss to Almas for all 4 times. And he wins the World Heavyweight Championship all in one shot. I think that is perfect and fantastic idea. It would be great storytelling, and I think NXT is capable of doing that and should do that for the sake of helping this rivalry be even better than it already is. That's just my opinion. Now, getting into the action, the actual in-ring performances that happened last night on NXT. We had Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Bate. Good action, pretty much average. I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars. Velveteen Dream is on a fucking roll. He's been undefeated. He's been on a winning streak. He hasn't been losing to nobody that much, except for Aleister Black beat him in a one-on-one match a couple of months ago. Other than that, he's been great the whole entire time. The next match was Adam Cole, baby, versus Caesar Banani or some kind of shit. He's some guy I've never heard of, never seen before, but I'm not too familiar with NXT because I don't watch it on a week-to-week basis, but now I am because I am so fed up of reviewing WWE's main roster crap. They are garbage. So, this match, he was trying to get Caesar to join the Undisputed Era, and they threw him a shirt, and then Adam Cole just cold cock him right in the face with his forearm, and the match started. Match went back and forth. Distraction by Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. And then at that point, Adam Cole hits a super kick wins the match, gets the 1, 2, 3. Decent action, 3 out of 5 stars as well. The last match was Kairi Sane. She's a Japanese wrestler that has a pirate gimmick, which I don't know where that came from. Someone can probably get me familiarized with why she has a pirate gimmick. I've never really paid much attention to that. Versus Shayna Baszler. She's a former MMA star. And that match was actually good. It was probably a good main event, last match of the night. And I actually did enjoy this one. She has injured her quite a bit. She's banged her up quite a bit, Kairi Sane. And I thought maybe she would get some revenge out of this. I think that is the reason why she lost, Kairi Sane, is to build more sympathy towards her and maybe provide her an opportunity for the Women's Championship with Ember Moon, which Shayna Baszler. I think that is what is going to happen at the next NXT TakeOver. I think it's going to be a triple threat match. Or it might be a one-on-one match to begin with, and Ember Moon's going to win again against Shayna. So that's my overall opinion. The match itself was a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Every match was pretty decent to watch. It was nothing to complain about. And the world champion just bragged about himself, and that was pretty much the whole rest of the show, with Aleister Black at the end doing a stare down with the world champion. So, at the end of the day, did they put the best effort into the show? Absolutely not, but it still was better than what WWE puts on. We still got some kind of story development. We got a number one contendership. We got the women's match. There's build up towards the women's world championship. Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era, continuing to dominate the NXT roster, which eventually he needs to win the NXT World Championship, Adam Cole. I mean, you got fucking Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish as the NXT World Tag Team Champions. You might as well get fucking Adam Cole as the next World Champion on NXT. I mean, come on. This guy's one of the top-of-the-line ROH guys in the world. He was one of the main eventers at ROH. He won the title the most out of anybody in Ring of Honor. He's won it 3 times in his career. The only one close to him is Jay Briscoe with 2. That's it. So, at the end of the day, Adam Cole should be a main eventer right now, hands down. There shouldn't be any question. I mean, they got the right tag team holding the tag titles right now. They need to get the right World Heavyweight Champion carrying the belt, too. And I think that should be the next person to beat, that should be the person to beat Johnny Gargano for the NXT World title. Because if you think back a while ago, when I was kind of watching this show after show after show, because I was interested in it, but I stopped watching because of so much fucking wrestling I've been watching. You saw the Undisputed Era trying to recruit Johnny Gargano into the Undisputed Era. Oh, no, wait, that was Roderick Strong. Excuse me. I am so sorry about that. I should have never stated that. Well, Johnny Gargano versus Roderick Strong. Man, that would be a freaking amazing match for a world title. I think that would be outstanding. Do I see it happening? Probably not. I see probably Adam Cole would be the best person to go to to be the next world champion after Johnny Gargano. And I honestly think that match needs to happen. I think Johnny Gargano and Ciampa for the world title needs to happen. So, at the end of the day, this was a decent show. It was well worth your time. I mean, it's only an hour. I would definitely check it out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments and opinions down below. And hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. I thank you very much for watching. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.